Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Today we are going to create a sock line design picture. So what I have in front of me right now is a 12 by 18 inch piece of white tag board. And this is nice thicker paper, which is going to make it very easy to paint on this picture later. What is a sock line design, you might ask? Well, this is what we are making. We are going to be creating a sock because it is getting very chilly out there these days and we want to stay nice and warm, but let's wear some fun socks. So we're going to get started. The first thing we're going to do is start at the top of our paper. So find the top center of your paper. And we want to draw the part that your foot goes into first, the opening. So we're going to draw a long, skinny oval. I recommend you do this with a pencil first, but I'm using a Sharpie because it is easier to see on the video if I use a Sharpie. Okay, once you have your flat side view of a pancake, we're going to draw the top of the sock. So we'll call this the cuff. This is going to come in just a little bit. These lines do not have to be nice and straight and perfect. That's part of what's so wonderful about this project. Okay, when you have a knitted sock, you have it in different sections. So this ribbed area right here, we'll put in lines later, but right now we're going to show how the knitter went from this area, this section, across, and then they created a different knitted part of a sock here. If you have this line, let's go on to the next part. We're going to first draw an imaginary line with our pencil. We're going to go down, we're going to go around the bottom of the sock, and then come up around the toe and back up to the top. All right, are you ready? So here we go. I'm going to push this up a little bit so you can see the rest of the picture. Here we go. We're going to go angling towards the edge of my paper. I'll push this up a little so you can see a little more. I'm going to come around. This is the heel. Here is the arch. Then I'm going to make it wrap around the toe. And before I go on, I am going to start up here at the top again, and I am going to continue from this point right here, coming out a little bit, coming down, and then I want this to be a nice gentle curve. I don't want it to be a sharp corner because socks are knitted with yarn and they're very nice and soft. Okay, let's make the next part of our sock. Now before we go on, is this really nice and thick right here? You want this to be really nice and thick because we want to put some stripes and layers and even pictures in there later. So make sure this is wide enough from here to here and wide enough from top to bottom right here. Let's make the next part of our sock. Okay, here we go. We're going to start with some details on the heel. Remember this curve we just made? Find the middle part of that curve. I want you to draw a gentle line that does not need to be straight at all. Going across and come down to the middle of the heel, just like that. There's your middle of the heel. Now, I want you to think of a square. If a square went from here to here, and again here, back down, socks have this when they have to turn a corner for a heel. So I made the corner of a square. I didn't make it too close. See how long this line is right here? That line is like 1.5 inches long. So now I'm gonna go up maybe another inch and draw across and draw down. Nice kind of wavy line, a soft line. I'm gonna do it again. Go up about an inch, across, down. And we're going to do one more. Across, down. Okay, let's make the toe of our sock. Here we go. Find the center of your toe. Draw a line into the toe about 2 inches long. Looks like it has a mouth. When knitters make the toe, they have to round this in a very tight curve to go around your foot. So this is always a different stitch on a sock than the regular sock part. Next time you take a look at some socks, maybe that have been knitted with some yarn, if you have something like that, take a look at how they were made. We're gonna draw an angle that goes up. It's like a 45-degree angle if we were talking about degrees, if you were measuring using degrees. And then I'm going to come down and make the same size triangle approximately. All right, we're going to put some details into our socks now. So let's add the ones that are on every sock that are always made this way. This part of the toe is going to have lines in the top triangle that go up and down. These are about a 1/4 inch or a pencil width away from each other. The next section does not have up and down lines. It has across or horizontal lines. They are also the same distance apart as the ones above them. Now we are going to go back up to the top of our sock at the cuff. And we're going to put in some different lines up here that show a way this cuff was stitched together. So about every inch away from each other, draw some vertical lines. They don't go through the pancake, and they stop when they get to the top of the sock right here. There you go. And that is your sock for today. Thank you everyone for watching. I'll see you next time.